In Riftbound, you won't always know your opponent's list, especially in off-meta matchups. Today, I'll be playing a live commentary game versus my friend Eli, also known as Loomer, who placed 26th at the Orlando PPG 10K with Viktor. So I wanted to emulate a real tournament scenario against a fairly off-meta deck to show you how to win games even when there's a lot of unknown variables. It's a live recorded match where I'm thinking out loud the entire time, walking through the lines I'm considering in the moment. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear idea of how to approach the Viktor matchup and consistently come out ahead. After each game, I'll pause briefly for a couple of minutes to talk about the key turning points and decisions, so make sure to stick around for those. Side note, Game 3 had some absolutely wild plays, so if you only had time to watch one game, that's definitely the one I'd recommend. Without further ado, let's get into the games. Alright, so this list is pretty much just one card difference from my updated list. I just took out a Mundo for a Singularity, just to test it out really. And I also swapped out the Yordles with Blue Kaisis. This is just an experimental thing. I have a theory it's good into Annie, so we'll have to see. Yeah. So versus Viktor. Game 1 is probably your hardest. Let's do a roll. I roll a 3. Okay. So we're going second. Game 1 is your hardest because a lot of your main board is just not built to beat Viktor. So I'll kind of explain why in a bit. So, okay, so we're going second. We have Retreat, Consult the Past, Ember Monk. Ember Monk and Retreat are pretty good with Tree going second. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of these two. I'd like to ideally find a 2-drop or just more Sprite cards. Go. Okay, so we draw into another Monk and another Retreat. This is a little interesting, but it's really not that bad. We get to do a lot of retreat triggers here with Teemo, so yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and tap 2, play Teemo, pass. It does suck that Viktor's gonna take my tree away most likely, but it is what it is. To not go to tree. I wonder why, actually. I think he's scared of these sprites, potentially. So he wants to go to a battlefield where I don't really want to go to, if that makes sense. Little does he know, my hand is not very good. Alright, we go to 1 here. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and play the... I kind of want to play it in base. Because I don't have a card to hide with it. I could play it here and hide the Teemo, but I don't like that too much. I can also just, if I play it in the tree, I might get Riptide Rexed, so just wait here and pass. We're gonna just play for a Dreaming Tree Retreat trigger off the Teemo this turn and go from there. Okay, so channel Rune, draw. Play Viktor, call the week. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. I think we just developed this turn. We have 8 runes, so we can play 3 units, which is pretty good. Otherwise, I could like do some ride the wind shenanigans, but I don't think that's amazing. So we'll just develop in base. I think this Teemo is not amazing either, but yeah, so like if he singularities me here, at least I have a unit to do something with. Oh, he targets Teemo. Interesting. Sure. So we're on 10 runes here. We're gonna start off with stack deck. We kind of need something with a little more oomph here. Okay, the Sprite Mother's really good. Yeah, I think the Sprite Mother is just... Oh, well, I accidentally played it. I was gonna play it anyways, so that's fine. I think the token goes here. Okay, go to 2. Tide Turner goes here. Now I'm wondering if I should just retreat the Tide Turner. The draw channel, and channeling doesn't do that much here, but I don't really want to hide Fight or Flight, and there's nothing I really can support this Tide Turner with, so this Dreaming Tree is just gonna most likely be Viktor's. I guess leaving it there forces Viktor to commit at least something, so I'll just leave it there for now. Sure, you know what, I'll just hide the Fight or Flight, and we'll go from there. I should also go to 3, right? Yeah. Sprite Mother, okay. Sprite into Vilemaw. That's fine. Moves a Sprite there. Yeah, that's fine. Interesting. Okay. Super interesting. Okay, he tapped out. He just... So it looks like he's going to play for another Imperial Decree or Stratagem turn. I have some okay options here. I'm definitely going to Singularity the Viktor and the Sprite Mother. Stratagem would probably do it, huh? I guess we'll see. If I don't Singularity, do I just lose? He'll have 4... Okay, so yeah, I probably do just lose if I don't Singularity. Okay, we'll just start with that. Sprite Mother in here. I should have one more up, right? That's 1 too many. Okay, and I think here I just... Oh yeah. So +2 points. I do have +2 points. Here I think I have to retreat my Tide Turner. I probably should have done this first, but I just retreated to hide a card over here to at least make my Ember Monk a little bigger if he does have Grand Stratagem. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tap 1, retreat, Tide Turner. Draw. Ravenbloom probably wouldn't have mattered. Shuffle. Alright. Let's see it. I don't think Imperial Decree wins him the game. It does set him behind though. Riptide Rex. Okay. Riptide Rex will do it. I'll reveal the Tide Turner. So I don't lose this turn, that's for sure. Rogue's also a 6 this turn. Trading 3 into the Tide Turner. That's fine. Okay, nice. I don't lose. Love to see that. So I go and hide a card. Okay. Okay, hold the 6. We're gonna start off a stack deck here. Oh, whoops. Okay, it didn't matter. We weren't gonna get. I don't think we're getting the Mundo. I mean, maybe we are. I mean, that's a hidden blade there. I could ride the wind. Okay, so I can play Ravenbloom, ride the wind the monk, have him hidden blade my Ember Monk. Well, no, I can just. If I ride the wind, the student, and draw 2, that's also not terrible. See, this flash lets me actually play around Hidden Blade, which can be pretty nice. It doesn't really matter that much outside of that. Let me think here. If I do that, I ride the wind. Yeah, that does help me a lot. Okay. Just hand, those are on the bottom. Okay, we're gonna tap 2. Play Ravenbloom here. Tap 2, recycle 1. Ride the wind, Ravenbloom here. Draw from tree. Draw good. Draw good. Okay, this is fine. Targets that. Resolves. Okay, we just have to change our game plan a little bit here. Okay, the Singularity draw is really good. If I Singularity here, he can just, if he has any way to remove my Ember Monk, I still lose. Alternatively, I can just play Ravenbloom to the tree and then flash the monk to move it into the Soaring Scout. That's pretty good here. I think that's what I have to do. Yeah, the Singularity doesn't do enough here. I don't think Viktor has a way to answer this with one rune up. And I think that's all I can do here. -1, the Superfly might matter. I could top deck a hidden card potentially. Let me see how many hidden cards I have left in my deck. 2 Tide Turners, 2 Fighter Flights, 2 Sprites, 3 Consult the Past. It is a pretty high chance I would draw into a hidden card here, but maybe I should just do it. Giving the Variable +1 might next turn, and the Riptide Rex -1 might matter though. Yeah, never mind. It might matter. Because Emerald will go to 6. If he sends Riptide into the Monk, I can Superfy it. Oh man. That's pretty bad. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Tree draw. Yeah, not much I can do. Oh, wait, okay, well, let me think. I don't think there's any 1 rune. Yeah. Got nothing. Singularity would do it. Hi, Future Gorka here. So game 1 was pretty hard due to Viktor having a lot of strong answers for the lines we chose early game. The Call of the Week was really brutal, as well as the Singularity. Not hiding the Teemo with the Monk on turn 2 may seem like a bad play in hindsight, but that line heavily plays into Hidden Blade or Riptide Rex, and Monk and Base, which is what I did, realistically only dies to Call of the Week, which unfortunately Viktor had. The reason I played it in Base is it's important to get as much value as you can out of your units when playing versus Viktor. They pretty much always trade positively since Viktor plays really small units for most of the game. On the same note, missing our 2-drop on turn 2 is normally not that bad, but it's pretty bad versus Viktor because we just want to be pumping out really cheap units all the time to help ourselves play around Call of the Week and make their heavy removal just a lot less valuable. Viktor overall just has a ton of like mid-sized and hard removal, and it's pretty much impossible to play around every single card. So we just kind of have to choose the line that we think is least likely to get punished based off the information we have from Viktor's hand. Once again, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate the support that all of you guys have been giving me. Getting like 1.2k subs in like, what, 3 weeks is insane. And I really appreciate it. So once again, if you haven't already, please sub, please like the video, and yeah, comment, ask me anything. I'll try to answer every comment. Thank you guys. Okay, so game 1 is probably honestly our hardest game to win, to be fair. After game 1, we get to put in sprite calls. We get to try this dies to Singularity though. I don't know how good that is. The Mega Mech does not, so we'll probably put the Mega Mech in there. We're going first this game. We want that for sure. Invert timelines, most likely. Okay, well, Dr. Windows are coming out. These are also probably just going to come out. Rebuke is coming out. Man, I don't know how many Singularities he's running, but it's making me not want to side in these blue Kaisas. It's even making me want to keep the retreats, honestly. So, let's see. Oh, we'll put it in. All right. First, do our mulligan. Okay, pretty good starting hand. Ravenbloom and Ambermonk are for sure keepers. Firefly and Singularity, they're both good. I mean, Firefly's like whatever in this matchup, but Singularity is pretty good, but it's like a turn 4, 5, 6 play, not really something you want to play on curve, so I'm just going to throw it away for now. Okay, he is our channel draw, tap 2, Raven Bloom. Yes. Oro and Guy. Pretty good. Here. 1. Tap 4 Monk. Believe we probably just have to recycle. Well, Viktor can attack with... Yeah, Viktor plays Sprite Mother, that's enough to trade. We don't really want to trade. We're gonna just have to recycle to hide a card here at our boy Teemo. Wow, Hidden Blade. Okay. Sure. He still doesn't have enough, right? 6? Back to back. So that's 7. Oh wow, it's enough. Interesting. Yeah, I'll kill that. That's fine. I honestly didn't expect him to be able to do that, but it's what it is. I don't have a great play in response to this. I mean, I can play the Sprite and kill it, but I don't have a unit to like hide with it, so. So we're just gonna go ahead and hide Consult the Past here, and maybe make the Viktor panic and think it's a unit. To try to not give you the whole trigger, but. Either way, it's not bad. We're doing okay. Here's Viktor. Draw 2. I can't play Kaisa because I can just get Cold Weaked, and that would just lose me the game. So I think we're going to start off... We have to play small units this turn, so we're going to just start off by playing Stack Deck. Tide Turner can make it so we play 3 small units, which is pretty fine. Butterflights, whatever. Flashes... Flash is okay. Leaving 1 up for Gust is... Yeah, maybe playing just 3 2-drops is not the greatest. I'll just take the Flash. I think Flash can be pretty good because his list is playing Riptide Rex and similar cards with like that, so Flash can get a lot of value later on. I kind of want to stop this. I don't think he's going to send his Viktor in. Yeah. Obviously being able to bounce the Viktor would be a pretty big tempo play with Stupefying Gust. Okay, he actually did send his Viktor in. That's unfortunate. Just stupefy it. Draw a card. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Oh man. Gonna singularity me. Just fine. Okay. It's good tempo from him, but he's really setting himself back into runes. I think I just have to watch her here. It's a little awkward because I don't have the runes to protect it. Like, I can't flash it back if I accelerate it, but don't really have another good play. I'm gonna just go ahead and do that. Retreat, interesting. Yeah, that's fine. That's why I set the Viktor in. Okay, pass. I'm gonna get cold a week, then that's gonna suck, but it is what it is. It's Viktor. Okay, no cold a week. Nice. We can play the game. Okay, hold to 3. So now I believe I should be singularitying the Viktor and the Manufactor. The only question is what I do with the rest of my mana. I'm gonna, well, I do want to, I probably want to hold up runes for flash in case Viktor plays Imperial Decree or Hidden Blade or something like that. So we'll start with stack deck because we have the runes to do that. Interesting. Hiding the fight or flight kind of accomplishes the same thing as the flash. I think I just hide Consult the Past to draw some more cards. Yeah, let's go with that. So we know we're gonna do Singularity on these two. I think I forgot my Grove draw, but it's probably too late now. Otherwise, yeah, we'll just recycle a rune to hide Consult the Past and pass. So here we're pretty safe from Hidden Blade. We're safe from Imperial Decree. Yeah, that's fine. You can conquer there. We are not safe from Call of the Week, but he didn't have it last turn. Okay, Poro, Sentry, Guy. Okay, cool. I'll play Consult the Past, draw. And not forget my Grove draw as well. Okay. Sprite is quite good. And I'm only drawing big units, so I really don't want to just play another big unit, to be honest. I know he hasn't had removal in the past 2 turns, but you can draw at any time. Yeah, so we'll start off by playing stack deck. I'm probably going to play Sprite Call this turn. So that already invalidates a lot of my hand. Okay, interesting. The Mother is probably better to play than the Sprite Call. It's just another unit that I can hide behind. So I think we're going to go with that one. Then we're going to go ahead and, sorry, tapped. 4, cycle 1, Sprite Mom. Sprite's going to go here. Okay, go to 5. And here, I think I'm just going to hide a Sprite Call and pass. Keeping the runes up for Gust is pretty nice. Maybe I probably should have recycled actually, because let me just ask actually. You cool if I recycle instead of tapping to hide? Okay. He's letting me do that. So the reason for that is I do want to have runes up for Flash as well as Gust this turn. I want to play Gust to deny the Sentry draw in particular. But I really need my Watcher to survive as much as possible, and I want to try to bait out removal because it just means it's safer for me to play these other big units that are just kind of stuck in my hand. Okay. Sprite comes down here. That's fine. Trade. Sentry. Sentry is fine. Interesting. Okay. We hold to 6, we draw. This Viktor is not drawing the cards he needs, I think. I don't want to give him the Sentry draw. He's up with 6 runes. I think I'm okay gusting it. Don't have another card to hide though. I think I'm okay gusting it. I'll just gust it. Okay. This is right call. Alright, we'll go here. Alright, I'll go to 7. So I'm pretty sure I'm just... I mean, Viktor needs to push me off this turn. If I leave runes up for Flash, I don't think there's much Viktor can do, so I'm going to just tap 4. I'll play the Monk. I'll play the Monk here. Pass. Singularity on those two. Sure. Okay, Grand Stratagem is coming down this turn. Let him move his units first. So yeah, now Viktor's tapped out, and I just guarantee the win next turn with Ride the Wind pretty much. So this is only 6. here. Watcher. I have this, I have this. I'm just gonna show him that I have the game here. Jeez, yeah. So here I just play Ride the Wind on the Watcher and go back. Go to the other battlefield, and since Victor's tapped out, it's guaranteed. Alright, Future Gorga's back for another recap. Game 2 went a lot better due to Victor exhausting a lot more resources early to slow me down and prevent grove triggers. He ran out of steam pretty quick because of this, which made it difficult for him to score in the mid game. The back-to-back play on turn 2 did catch me off guard, but thankfully we were able to get a pretty good value trade with a Sprite on the turn after. In this game, finding a lot of our cheaper units and Sprite cards really helped us out a lot. The more small units you find, the better of the time you'll have against Victor. Victor's also similar to Annie in a sense where if you let Victor get to 6 points, it's very difficult to stop him from scoring his last few points, but even harder than Annie. Grand Stratagem or Imperial Decree with a huge amount of tokens that he's generated in his base makes it pretty much impossible. Since I was able to stay ahead in points, Victor was forced to blow Grand Stratagem just to stop my 8th point hold when he only had like 4 or 5 points. Holding on to cards like Flash or Fight or Flight, specifically for these big blowout turns from Victor, is really valuable since pretty much the next turn after you'll be able to retake with your units since Victor will be tapping out most of his runes to play these ginormous spells. Side note, my sideboarding in these games is very experimental. The blue Kaisa is very obviously bad into this Victor list, especially given the amount of singularities, Riptide Rexes, and like hard removal that Victor's playing. The retreats would have for sure been better, or if I didn't change my sideboard, like the Yordles would for sure go in there. I kind of knew it was bad, but I really just wanted to test blue Kaisa a bit more since it's been an interesting card that I've been playing with recently. But yeah, honestly, just please don't try it, especially against Victor. Stick with the Yordles, in my opinion. You could probably keep some retreats into if you want. Okay, game 3. Unfortunately, I'm going second. I lost the first game, but this is our Bandle Tree game. I think we just won everything except this Victor list is interesting. I don't know if he's running 3 Cold a Week, 3 Hidden Blade, but I'd assume so. But it feels like I'm getting Singularity and Riptide Rex more than I expect. So playing these bigger, like greater than 6 might units seems to be pretty valuable. I do like the Flash. The Fight or Flights don't seem that useful, honestly. Or okay, Rebuke is out. I'll probably just get rid of a Watcher. I think that's one of the weaker cards. Alright. Bandle Tree. Just making sure he's going first. I believe he's going first. I mean, who's not going first in Riftbound? Okay, so interesting. So since he's playing Obelisk, I'm gonna have 4 runes on my first turn. This makes Sprite Call really good. Not really to play on turn 1, but to play on turn 1 and then to hide Teemo is pretty strong. This also makes Consult the Past better because I get to hide it 1 turn earlier, and Guerrilla Warfare also becomes better because I just get to refill my hand with these. So I might actually just keep this hand. Maybe I'll even get rid of the Raven Bloom because I'm kind of thinking turn 1 I want to Sprite Call. Yes, this is in my head. This is what I want to do. I want to Sprite Call, hide Teemo, defend that battlefield with 7 might. I don't think Victor with 5 runes can do anything about that. And then the turn after that, I would probably hide Consult the Past, play a unit. Maybe I'll keep the Raven Bloom actually, because then it lets me play a unit. I'll need to reinforce the unit and have extra mana to hide even more cards. So, okay, let's just keep this hand. Sounds good. Sorry, have an interesting hand. Go ahead. Oh no, did he miss a 2-drop? Oh no. Alright, it's good for us. So once again, an interesting option here is just Sprite Call, hide Teemo. hold Banditry, and then hide Consult the Past the next turn. Maybe even Guerrilla Warfare. Like, I could do Sprite Call, hide Teemo, hide Consult the Past by recycling. And then next turn Guerrilla Warfare, double hide again. Okay, no. We're not gonna recycle on turn 1. That's pretty troll. We're gonna go here. Awesome, so we go to 1, have 1. Hide Mr. Teemo. Pass it over. Normally you don't have the runes to do this. Like, sometimes you'll be able to Sprite Call turn 2 and you'll have 3 runes, and then like hiding a Teemo like puts you down to 2 runes, and it's pretty sad. But because of that extra obelisk rune, it actually lets you do this line of play. Yeah, that's fine. Machine Evangel. Oh no, I have Stupefied Gust. Okay, so we're gonna reveal Teemo when the sprite dies. We hold. Teemo is currently 4. Oh no, I'm gonna ruin his day. I'm gonna Stupefied Gust his Machine Evangel. Oh no. Okay. What are my options this turn? So I need to leave 2 runes up because, yeah, I need to do Gust. I need to do Gust and Stupefy. So that gives me 4 runes to play with this turn. I could play Guerrilla Warfare. No, I'm not playing Guerrilla Warfare. I think I just play Ravenbloom Student to Banditry and hide Consult the Past. I think that's what I do. I could also bounce Teemo, recycle 1 to hide Teemo again. Doesn't seem that good. I don't know what Viktor will do here if I just play this and hide. No one. I mean, I could just tap Teemo anyways. Because Raven will go to 4 might. I don't think Viktor can swing over 4 might here. Yeah, I'll tap Teemo. Oops, order. I should have definitely done that differently, but it's fine. I think I should just recycle. I'm gonna stop being so greedy. I keep getting punished for being greedy. I'll just recycle and hide. Yeah, if I was good at the game, I would return the Teemo to my hand before hiding any card. But now he knows the first card isn't Teemo. Okay, so it's actually pretty smart by him. He's sending in the sprite first. I think I just let the sprite die to the... Because if I can't give away what I'm gonna do to his Machine Evangel, so yeah, I think I just have to let the Ravenbloom die. Pass. No, he's gonna call the weak. Okay, it's fine. I draw 2. It's fine, I can still do it. Oh, yes. I feel so bad. Okay. Normally you do that versus Kai'Sa's, like, they're Kai'Sa units, and it feels really good, but to do it on something that costs 5 with a power cost, yeah, that must feel very bad. Okay, so this turn, I can play Guerrilla Warfare to bring back this Sprite Call and just start hiding shenanigans at the Bandle Tree again, which seems pretty good. Play that, play Sprite Call. Leave 2 open. Yeah, I think that's not bad. So we'll just show him. Grab me these 2. Alternatively, I could have just developed in base, but I don't really have anything to develop. It's just the Ember Monk, really. Sprite goes here. I don't think he has anything. He's tapped out. Then hiding is free this turn. Shuffle first. Doesn't matter. Gorilla makes hiding free. Sorry, he's paying my rune, so I assume he was like, well, why don't you pay for your hiding? I think I paid, right? I didn't pay. Like, I didn't pay, which is correct. I don't really want to gust that, to be honest, so yeah, that's fine. The Evangel's back. Okay. Reveal. We're gonna reveal Teemo, and we're gonna reveal this. Sprite dies. 4. Draw 2 from Consult the Past. Dude, I have Stupefy Gust again. Oh no. Oh no. I think I just... I mean, if I Ember Monk double hide, Ember Monk cannot die too. Yeah, Ember Monk won't be able to die to Riptide Rex or Singularity. So I definitely have to hide 2 cards this turn. But I also have to float 2 mana to play Stupefy Gust. If he might send his Evangel in, so... Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and tap 4 for Ember Monk. Is there anything else I'm not playing around that I should be? I don't think so. We'll tap 1, tap Teemo, bring Teemo to hand. Shuffle, shuffle. Tap 1. Hide a card. Recycle 1. Hide a card. I did want to kill that Sprite Mother this turn, but it's kind of it takes up too many of my resources for it to really be worth it. I can probably Singularity it one of these turns. Okay, so he's just gonna go ahead and Hidden Blade. Fine, I'll reveal Teemo, and then this can die. Draw 2. Just played 1 Call and 1 Hidden Blade. It's pretty good for me to know. What just happened? Okay, okay. Sheen Evangel and Sprite goes in. Okay. And the Recruit goes in. Okay, he's scared. Okay, we'll reveal this. Draw 2. Yeah, I think I have to go. I think I have to do it again. Oh no, you poor little thing, machine evangelist. Alright, use trade. Okay. Let's see. I think the best thing to do is play the Watcher. It doesn't feel good though. That's for sure. Yeah, I could play Singularity Tide Turner. Maybe that's better. Plays around Call the Weak, Hidden Blade. I don't want to let him get to 6. It's kind of how you lose your Viktor. So you know, we'll just start off with stack deck. I don't think I'll do the Watcher turn. So we'll go stack deck. Let's go from there. Gust. I need to play a unit this turn. I can't just play like I can't leave runes up for Gust, I don't think. Hammermuck is kind of whatever though. I think I'd take the Gust. Gust can be useful too on my Watcher turn to Gust the Evangelist again. Yeah, I think I'm just Singularitying and Tide Turner. I think that's what I'm doing. Doesn't feel great, honestly. Doesn't feel great at all. It is what it is. He's playing it to the battlefield. Oh no. Eli, oh no. Oh no. He doesn't know. He actually doesn't know what's in my hand. Man, I wish I had a Ride the Wind. That would be amazing. That would be amazing with this blue Kaisa. I could like replay the Stupefy. But yeah, I think I think I'm just playing Watcher and then gusting the Evangel and then taking Vandal Tree and hiding Fight or Flight. Don't think anything else is better. Yeah, I don't think accelerating Watcher is good here. I don't want to get value out of Watcher on my turn. Or force Viktor to keep up runes if he wants to Hidden Blade it or anything like that, so. Alright, tap 7, Watcher. Regrettably apologizing to Eli. Oh, this is so funny. He's going crazy in the chat. And then let's move the Tide Turner here. Why do you ping my rune? I paid. Alright, yeah, there we go. Go to 5. And I'll tap 1. Hide. Yeah, I gotta say, this is Never happened before. Yeah, that's fine. Scout. He's playing it all. And so unfortunately, the Viktor turn is probably coming. Hold the 6. I think Timelines is my best bet. I'd imagine he's holding Decree, Imperial Decree, or Stratagem. I could like Singularity kill 2 of his units. Would that save? Would Singularity kill 2 save me from? It'll save me from Imperial Decree, but it won't save me from. I mean, I think I'm doing it anyways, to be honest. I don't think it'll save me from Grand Stratagem. It's 6/12. Maybe it does. Yeah, it might actually. What is this, Fight or Flight? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna just do that. We're gonna go. Fox goes here. Make him draw the card from the Sentry first. And then we're gonna go ahead and I guess we should recycle to hide here. Okay, first we'll Singularity first. Then we'll recycle a purple. Let's go ahead and hide. Let's hide it here because we may want to swap with the Watcher. Then we tap 3, recycle 1, invert timelines. Save. Oh wow, no stratagem. Oh no. 2, 3, 4. Okay, at least we draw another hidden card here. That's pretty good. Fight or Flight is pretty good. I don't think there's any point in me. I mean, does Faking Gust do anything here? I mean, it might. The game is ending next turn. Sure, we'll recycle. Yeah, I really thought he had, because of the way he played last turn, I really thought he had a big pump spell. Either way, my position is pretty good here. I can deny 2 units with Fight or Flights. I can swap the Fox if he plays a lot of might into Obelisk, so. Singularity. Oh no. Okay. Singularity there. I guess swapping them doesn't really matter. No swap. What can Viktor play with 4? Sending in 2 here. Okay, so part of me wants to save my Watcher. That might be too greedy. Because if I Fight or Flight the Scout, then Viktor won't actually get the Conquer. It'll trade, right? So, well, I mean, it's trading either way. Viktor will not get the Conquer either way, actually. I think I just Fight or Flight this to be safe. Let me trade. Okay. I don't know, maybe I should have saved my scout, but it's, or my watcher, but it's a little scary. Oh, he's got nothing? Oh, he's got nothing. Phew, GG's. Alright, game 3 was definitely a banger. There was a lot of unconventional lines that were explored, which made for a pretty entertaining game that I also learned a lot from. The sprite cards have really shown to be the MVPs from both sides of this matchup, as it allows Viktor to actually contest battlefields with units with more than one might, and it also allows me to retake battlefields after Viktor pretty much just nukes my whole board. Although it may not come up a lot, always keep an eye out for Gust plus Stupefy or Watcher plays on 4-might units especially. Units with really annoying death knells like Machine Evangel and Ferris Forerunner from the next set are really annoying if you trade or kill them, so it's really important to use cards like Fight or Flight or Gust to just pretty much just avoid triggering their death knell. Lastly, I'm going to go over a few key points that I felt were pretty consistent throughout the entire set. Number 1, try your best to keep Viktor below 6 points. Once he gets there, it's really easy for him to just have like Grand Stratagem in his hand and close out the game. Number 2, try your best to play around his removal options, although I know it's hard. The main ones you have to look out for are Singularity, Cold Weak, and Hidden Blade. As long as you're actively thinking about those 3 spells and ways to avoid playing into them, that's probably good enough. Cold Weak in particular is super easy to play around. Just make sure you're playing multiple units before slamming down a Big Mundo or Watcher or whatever, if you can help it. Obviously, there's going to be scenarios where you can only play one unit, and that's fine. What can you do? But if you can avoid it, always try your best to do so. Being able to control both battlefields in this matchup isn't that hard, especially because Viktor's pretty weak on the first couple of turns. If you're able to control both with like a Sprite and you have an Ember Monk slammed, it is really hard for Viktor to deal with an 8-might Ember Monk. His options are basically only Hidden Blade, which isn't even that good for him. Always try to control both battlefields and try to get your Ember Monks to the 8-might threshold. My last main point is, if Viktor is not on 6 points and you're holding with a pretty big board, always try to keep mana open for your flashes or fight or flights, or hide your fight or flights, to try and preserve as many units as you can if they do push in with a Grand Stratagem or an Imperial Decree turn. They'll basically be committing their entire turn to playing these giant spells, so if you're able to preserve your board and hit back on the next turn, it becomes a pretty easy game to win. Anyways, that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments down below, as usual. I'll do my best to answer all of them. And yeah, peace.